I want to start by saying this clearly. This video is not about speaking over autistic adults. It's not about invalidating your experiences or erasing your voices. And it's definitely not about portraying autism as a tragedy. It's about sharing a side of parenting that often gets unseen. This is about asking for mutual understanding. Simply a conversation. One that I think both sides rarely get a chance to have honestly. And I'm speaking as a parent of an autistic child. And I want to share what I wish autistic adults knew about autism parents. And this isn't to defend ourselves. It's simply to build understanding. One of the biggest misunderstandings is that when autism parents talk about grief, they're grieving their autistic child. But that's not what most of us mean. We're not grieving who our child is. We love our children exactly as they are. What we're grieving is the sudden collision with reality. The very moment when life just changed. The moment when the future we imagined disappeared. And we had to build a new one without even any understanding of it. This grief is about change, not about rejection. And those two are very different. Autistic adults often reflect on childhood from a point of hindsight. Autism parents don't get that opportunity. We simply don't have the luxury. We're living everything in real time with no map. And some of the help out there, let's face it, is useless. I remember a time when my son was a lot younger and he wouldn't sleep till 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. We had a health visitor come. We asked the health visitor, what can we do? How do we get him to sleep sooner? She said, it's simple. Get him to bed sooner. And no matter how much we explained to her that even if we took him to bed sooner, even if we turned all the lights off, even if we gave him a milk bottle, even if we removed all distractions, he will not go to sleep till 5, 6 a.m. in the morning. She said, it's simple. To get him to sleep sooner and to get him to bed sooner. And this was not helping. I simply just couldn't get her to understand that just getting him to bed sooner isn't the solution. It doesn't work. It felt like I was hitting my head against the wall, expecting the wall to break. And this is what we deal with as parents. You see, we're learning whilst we're exhausted, making decisions whilst we're emotionally flooded, advocating whilst we're being judged. And we're loving constantly whilst we're second-guessing ourselves. The meltdowns, every sleepless night, every appointment, every school meeting. We're not processing this calmly from the future. We're living inside of it. Sometimes parents comment online. It's raw, it's clumsy, it can come across hurtful. And let's face it, sometimes it's hard and painful to hear. But most of the time, it's not ideology, it's survival language. What we're really saying is, I'm scared, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I'm grieving because everything just changed suddenly. That doesn't mean that they don't love their child. It means they're human. And many parents don't have a place to put all of those feelings. Here's something I noticed. Autistic adults say, I wish my parents understood me. Parents say, I'm terrified that I'm not understanding my child. Those are not opposing statements. They're two sides of the same pain. Most parents desperately want to get this right, but they're learning in the dark. Parents aren't just raising a child. We're managing medical systems, educational systems, therapy, decisions on therapy, safety, finances, social inclusion. We're carrying the nervous system of another human being, sometimes 24 hours a day. And a future that one day we'll have to step away from. We lie awake thinking, what will happen when I'm gone? Will they be safe? Will they be understood? And on a personal note, when my son was a lot younger, this was during the time he would go to nursery, many of the nurseries called and rejected him purely because I came across really concerned and a bit overprotective, because I wouldn't accept anything less for my child. In fact, they called my wife and said, maybe your husband needs therapy. Now I can laugh about it, but at the time it wasn't funny. I was looking at routes, how my son could escape. They had fences and gates, and I was like, he's going to climb over this, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. And they just couldn't manage it. And this is what we deal with. Your safety. We are concerned for our child all the time. We can't shut off. We can't just turn this off. And that weight never disappears, even on good days. And here's something. Most parents nowadays are unlearning outdated, hurtful, harmful narratives about autism. We're listening, we're reading, we're changing. But unlearning takes time. It really does. And shame doesn't speed it up. It slows it down. Compassion helps it grow. Resentment makes you defensive. Autistic adults and autism parents, we're not enemies. We're connected by that same child, just at different points in life. What autistic adults wish their parents knew, autism parents nowadays are trying to learn that. Not perfectly, but sincerely. So here's what I want autistic adults to know. When parents speak about fear, grief, exhaustion, please hear it in context, not condemnation. Please understand that most of us are not mourning autism. We're adjusting to a world that changed quicker than we could have prepared for. And we're doing it because we love our children deeply. And if we listen to each other, like really listen, we can raise autistic children that will grow into adults who feel understood. And that's the goal. Not perfection, not silence, understanding. If this resonated with you, if you feel challenged, I invite you to stay and tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Because this channel exists to build understanding, not walls. Thank you for listening.